Lockdowns anywhere in the world, and many people there are unsympathetic to his case. Others say his fate has become politicised as an election looms in Australia.
Djokovic failed to provide appropriate evidence to meet the entry requirements to Australia, and visa has been subsequently
You've been there for me, and I just couldn't think. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. It's just...
Oh, wow.
Amazing from Mukova, one from Barty, and that was the approach shot.
The truth is, this is not the only group angry with the federal government.
The Australian people are giving us a kick up the rear end at the moment.
And with the government due to face those people at an election in just 4 months, all the reason...
Yeah, as soon as they opened up the borders, I just knew I could finally come and see my family and attend my brother's wedding, like on March 4th, so that's what I'm really excited.
Continue to hammer down. Brisbane has actually recorded its heaviest rainfall total since 1974, more than 200 millimetres.
The Australian people have voted for change. It says a lot about our great country that the son of a single mum who was a disability pensioner, who grew up in public housing down the road.
These people that have lost their seats tonight weren't true moderates. They voted with Barnaby Joyce.
Wildlife, stock and everything else that happens in our agricultural areas. So we're all going to feel the effects of it.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if anybody else keeps a home garden. I mean, everything in my veggie patch has been completely decimated by this. I mean, my tomatoes have all rotted on the vine. And, you know, that's not something that just happens in a home veggie patch. That happens for people who have big-scale agriculture. Now, you see these flood borders. I mean, where there's not houses, there's a lot of green agricultural farms where people are growing corn or they're growing tomatoes or they're growing other crops, which is what you're seeing on your screens right now. about what happens when all these rivers and tributaries do start to swell and what that will mean for these communities. And look, and they've done this advertising, you know, it's been at Penrith train station, St Mary's train station.
He has threatened with every touch of the ball and he's put his state ahead. A breakout series for Patrick Carrigan. Now Cleary, Ben Hunt! It's been pitched by Ben Hunt. Go Dozer! Hunt racing away upfield. Go! Ben Hunt, he goes for the corner. Go! Ben Hunt wins the Origin for Queensland.
Judith Durham was just 18 when she began performing with the band that would become the Seekers, singing folk music in Melbourne cafes and pubs in the early 60s.
We'll build a world of our own that no one else can share.
An opportunity to perform in London turned into a golden ticket. While there...
Devoted fans as an award-winning singer in the early 70s.
Let me be there in your morning, let me
be given what's going on here. Now, Optus is required to alert Australian authorities as soon as there's any breach of this kind, and that is what happened. The Australian Signals Directorate and the Australian Cyber Security Centre have been involved in this yesterday. They are working...
Can smell blood again here. Cleary, Edwards, Staines, Charlie Staines has scored! It's the try that probably wins the grand final.
Those early exchanges and from there they just went to work. They mixed their hard running. He makes a bit of a dent here.
There's a good offload, got the saddle. It is one of the greatest premiership defences the game has ever seen. They have lost 4 games all
A number of flood warnings are current, particularly across Victoria and Tasmania. Many of these are new, and flood watches continue to be active as rivers start to rise even further with this rainfall coming through. If we have a closer look at Victoria and Tasmania, we see that multiple minor...
Decision not to pay the hackers' ransom demand, which was today revealed as being $1 for every person whose data was breached, or $9.7 million, roughly 15 million. A second lot of data, this time around 300 files linked to people who've terminated pregnancies.
As the Minister for Cybersecurity, but more importantly as a woman, this should not have happened.
Medibank.
Discharging round. Shot fired. Here's the PLI 2 attempting to reload. Here's the PLI 1 potentially taken around here. PLI 1, no movement.
Shot in the back as he rushed to see what was happening. 16 uniformed officers swarmed the property. A wild shootout ensued, as did extraordinary courage under fire as they retrieved their colleagues' bodies and rescued...